Hello! Hi YouTube! My name is Amanda, and today I'm doing a video about a highly asked question to me, not from YouTubers, because this is my first video, but it's a question that I get asked all the time, like, how are you making it on your own, and how are you doing it so young? So, here's my story. I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, don't worry, it's not going to be super long, I'm hoping. When I was 18 years old, I found out my mom was moving up to Northern California with my stepdad and my little sister, so she was pretty much saying, you know, I'm leaving you on your own. You can come with us, but I'm not leaving you here until I know that you have a job and a place to stay. So after graduating high school, I applied for tons of different places, and one of my favorite places was VS. If you don't know what that is, I mean, look it up, but I can't really say it on here. I don't know. And I applied there and ended up really, really liking it. I got the job, so I had my job, and my mom I bought my car. And it was passed down from her, but I did pay for it. I paid over $300, I think. So I pay everything for it. It's completely in my name. I pay insurance on it. I pay literally for everything. Gas, you know, parts, whatever. So I had my car, I had my job, and my mom said, alright, you know what, that's fine, you can go ahead and move in with the family friend. The family friend ended up being my older brother's best friend, so it was okay with my mom. And I moved in with him. Stuff didn't end up working out. That's a story for later if you guys ever want to know. But this is mostly just for moving out, okay? I'm kind of giving you a little background so you understand where I'm coming from. Moved out with him, and it did not end up working out. I ended up sharing a room with him. I had my own bed, I had my own corner and everything like that, but the thing is that I cannot share a room. I did it my entire life, and for all of you that know what I'm talking about, sharing rooms with siblings sucks. I don't give a flying crap how much you love your sibling. If you are over the age of 14, maybe even 13, and you're sharing a room with somebody, you know you hate it. It's not fun. You sit here and you're just like, seriously? Like, I want some privacy. Like, what is this crap, you know? And then you talk to your parents and you're just like, well, this sucks. Anyways, back to the actual story. So things didn't end up working out with that person, and I moved out. And then I ended up moving in with somebody else that I don't really feel like talking about. And obviously, you know, I was at their house for, not their house, their apartment. I was at their apartment for about 4 months. Yeah, I think 4 months. Oh, Jesus. I was at their place for 4 months, and eventually the lease was coming up. By the way, I slept on the couch out in the living room, so let's just keep that in mind. Wasn't the best place ever, so I literally went from having a room of privacy to nothing of privacy at all. So if you have your own room, please be grateful. Like, you don't understand how horrible it is to not have your own room. Unless you were like me, where you grew up with sharing a room consistently, and then now you finally have your own room, then you understand me. Okay, lease is coming up. I'm like, oh crap, well, now I gotta move out. Like, I have to find another job. I ended up getting a second job, so I currently have 2 jobs now. I'm an assistant manager at a certain company, but I am not allowed to tell you. And I guess I'll give you the initials, MH, I don't know. If you figure out what that is, then good luck, you know, good for you. But I'm not allowed to say it on YouTube, I don't think. And I got my second job, and I made sure that I got a place that I could afford. And I do live with a roommate. He happens to be one of my really old friends from middle school. And we kind of sort of went to high school together. I don't know, it was really weird. That's another story for later, too. I do live with my roommate. It is hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's not easy moving out, going from living with your parents and, 18 years or 17 years or whenever you move out, to completely being on your own, and your parents are gone. And I might, mind you, like, my parents are not anywhere near me. My dad lives in Alaska and my mom is in Northern California. My family is completely away from me. They're scattered all around the freaking US, and I don't see any of them. So literally when they say your friends are your family, it's true. Like, my friends are my family. And I mean, it is hard, but it's going to benefit you in the end. I promise you. If you, I currently go to community college, by the way. I'm going to college, I have 2 jobs, and I do have my own apartment. And when I got the second job, like I said, I made sure that I could move in with somebody, or that I could move in anywhere, by the way. And tips on finding roommates. I highly, highly, highly suggest that if you're ever going to move in with a friend, because there's always that rule, don't move in with your best friends because you're going to lose your relationship. It's totally true. You really can lose your relationship unless you have, like, I want to say lived with that person for a very long time. You know them in and out. You know what they're like. Like my cousin, for instance, she's very clean. She's, you know, she's very, like, tidy. She's quiet, but, you know, she likes her peaceful time. Me, I'm outgoing. I do like to go do stuff, but I'm not, like, a super partier or anything. I'm not exactly the cleanest person in the world. I mean, let's just be honest. I'm just not. But, I mean, I have my moments. Anyways, yeah, anyways, picking people to live with. I was going to end up living with a friend of a friend, and then that did not work out. She ended up telling me 2 days before we were supposed to move into this place that I found, which is this place currently, that she lost all her money and she ended up getting identity fraud. I don't know if she was lying about it or not, because she seems fine now, but she just pretty much, she told me no, like 2 days before we were supposed to move in. I already had my money, I was ready to go, like, I was super excited, and then she tells me that, and I'm like, are you serious? And then okay, so obviously she was out, so I was like, crap, well, now I gotta go to last resort. Unfortunately, he is last resort, but the roommate that I'm with right now is a friend from a long time ago, and we do get along, we do fight, and I will let you know, when you move in with a friend, you're gonna fight. It's gonna happen, but the best thing to do, this is the best advice I have for you, talk it out. If you're having a problem with somebody, if you're having a problem with your roommate, whatever, you need to let them know, like, what's going on, what you're having problems with, and just talk about it. I promise you things will get fixed. And don't be super defensive. Don't blame it all on them. Like, let them know, you know, we gotta fix this, because I don't want to be fighting with you. You're my best friend. Like, you know, fix it. Don't just leave it alone. I promise you, if you just leave it alone, I mean, if you leave it alone, it's not going to work out for you at all. Also, before you move in, set boundaries. Like, if you don't like the smell of smoke, let them know that. If they smoke all the freaking time, you know, try to find a place with a balcony so that they have their own place that they can go and, you know, have their alone time, because I guarantee you smokers need their alone time. They just need it. So let them have that. Try and find a place with a balcony. If you can't, then maybe make a compromise, something, do something, but definitely set boundaries. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how much that helps with us. It works. Let's just sit that. Other tips, because I really didn't want this to get over 10 minutes. Other tips that I have, when you do find when you're ready to move out and you want to find a new place, even if you're not ready to move out and you have to find a new place, make sure you have a job. Make sure you're making enough money to be able to financially support yourself, obviously. And I mean literally, like figure out how much you make a month. Take out what you do end up paying, whatever bills you end up paying, besides the bills that you have at the apartment. Find all those out. Figure out how much you end up spending per month. and then go to the apartment. Find out gas and electric, find out rent, find out the water bill, the heating bill, you know, whatever you end up having with that person and that tenant, whatever. Sorry, landlord, not tenant. Find out all that. Please just figure out your financial situation before you get into an apartment. You really need to make sure that you have the money to be able to do that, because I guarantee you it's going to suck if you don't, because you're going to realize, you know, a month or two in, like, crap, I'm running out of money, I don't know what to do. So yeah, that is the advice I have for now. If you guys have any questions and whatnot, leave it in the comments below. I will try and answer them as fast as possible. And like I said, my name's Amanda. I'm new to YouTube. Hopefully I'll be making a couple more videos on different things. I have no idea. 19 years old and I'm living on my own. I'll see you guys next time.